Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
Yeah.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right?
Oh, she's not gonna like that.
So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. 'Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Oh.
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
Okay.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one?
Yeah, we still got a long way to go. Come
Maybe
on.
you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're
That's
going to
not very-
solve all these mysteries.
I would never imagine Makoto saying
And
things.
then we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken? And those interviews? It must mean...
When we decided to go to the school.
I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Think back to what Monokuma told us. The memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motives Monokuma came up with, the founding of the class trial. Not the class trials, definitely not. Definitely not the motives, probably.
I got it!
Yeah.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
It benefited the
theme?
person who killed.
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
I forget. The thing for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder, Monokuma gave us his DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive they were given was human connections, international relationship, a human.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
I wouldn't.
Ding,
call it
ding,
that,
ding.
But okay.
You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
Yes, sir.
Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family.
Or your friends.
For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
Ah.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
Alright. She's back to us.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
For the second murder, the motive's theme was, that's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Our deepest, darkest mind mentioned how I used to wet the bed. So the theme was the meaning of life, a strong heart, or the past. The past.
I got it!
Yeah.
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
what he did was to protect his secret.
You shut up.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Theme for the third murder was the reason Celeste turned to murder was she wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time the motive for the murder was greed, popularity, or a new outlook. Greed?
I got it!
Yeah.
It was money, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
I don't like how energetic she is with this one. She's yelling.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain.
Poor Taka, he didn't deserve to go out that way.
Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
Sweet cheek.
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was redemption? I don't know. It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the motive in that first case was blackmail, secrets, or betrayal. I don't know.
I got it!
Betrayal, yay!
In her case,
Oh my gosh.
it was betrayal.
I'm on a roll.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Yeah, and that was a lot.
Anyway,
lot.
it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Yeah.
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
Yeah.
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Yeah, I did.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is
yeah.
because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
I mean, yeah.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
Yeah, I mean, we all said that we would be fine with living here.
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Think about it, dude.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Gee, thanks.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
Is she gonna
So
show us?
something really did happen out there.
Mass murder?
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Yes.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Oh man. What is it? Oh shoot. Behind you, Makoto. Oh. Oh, what? 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 It's so popular. This is, crazy. What the heck?
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
Turns out there wasn't much to go back to.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
I mean, it kind of does.
What am I looking at?
Oh,
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
don't be stupid.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it. What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die.
Wow. So rude.
I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial.
Alright, here we go. Now I gotta start using stuff. Genocide Jack's memory, photo of Kyoko and Headmaster, group photo. Alright.
Come on, bitches, remember or die.
Girl, chill.
What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us,
Wait. What do I have? Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster. You know, maybe it might be Genocide Jack.
I don't understand a damn thing!
It's
What's the
talking about
meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember.
Come on, hit it! Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
Oh man, that was 100% focus.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
You're not gonna like this,
The other Toko, Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
yeah.
I see. If their memories are separate,
Then which memories did they take both of their memories?
then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
That's you!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Yeah, now she's gonna be like, oh, okay.
Dun, da, da, da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer!
How sweet.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question. and I want to have it answered immediately.
Oh.
Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet ya.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
So. Maybe.
Well, does it look familiar?
Maybe it's like, that happened before we were put in the school, and so they went to Hope's Peak and they were like, yeah, I'll totally be okay if we're not in this world.
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
The state of the world?
What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Oh, wow. Shocker.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
What do you mean?
Because it's all because of that event.
That is what happened. And then they, you know.
What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
That's the tragedy. We were all outside of the school when the tragedy happened. And
The world's
we
been
forgot about
destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
it. Tough.
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Not much of a world to go back
Copy
to.
that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most and as a
Yes.
result, in basically no time flat. The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
I mean, kind of.
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
I mean,
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
oh man.
What? What did you say?
He looks scared.
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Oh, the Togami family fell. Oh.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
Oh.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease?
You are changing
Getting
way too
bored
quick.
so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What?
Oh.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's not gonna be very good
I can
for him.
confirm that his entire family has died.
Oh!
Even with his comparatives, the Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone!
Oh.
The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on!
Then why are we
that
here?
doesn't make any sense!
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago!
Oh. Yeah, it is.
I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago!
Oh yeah, and it looked fine, didn't it?
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Did you put memories in us?
Well,
Or
if
new
I'm
memories?
understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Think?
2 years ago?
Why are you changing
Well,
it?
I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Well, yeah. Okay. Then how? Okay, let's think for a second. So maybe when they first went to the school and they were like, oh yeah, all the prodigies are gonna be here, and then once they entered it, they lost the memories were taken from them all from that time that they were there for like a year or so. They were all living there, and then the tragedy happened while they were in the school a year later after they started attending the school, and then their memories were taken away, and they were put in like their own little room with all the doors and stuff locked up and stuff. I'm guessing. Wait, what? 2 years ago? Why does that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I get it.
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting
I
it,
accepted it.
but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
I get it.
And the
Okay.
truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
I think
What are the memories I took from you?
the ones that had to do with this school.
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
I do. I get it. Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If Junko says what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, the memory she took from us was our life at Hope's Peak.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is
I have
true,
so many hearts, dude.
then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No.
Oh,
I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
that stuff.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy.
Then how old are we?
And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life?
Dang.
That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it, but it is true. That's something but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Oh. What are we doing? Thank you, alright. Okay. Locker, pocket. Oh my god. Group photo, Kyoko, and Headmaster's handbook, locker, notebook. Hold up. 2 years worth of memories.
I could never lose something like that.
I mean, yeah.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Yeah!
No, that's wrong! Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
It's
I
yours.
found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
He's gonna be like, what?
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
I mean, we all did.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
Mine.
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
I acknowledged it.
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
Cool.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago.
Yeah.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining
on.
stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Alright. Where our memories come apart. Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? When we, woke up in school, right? When I fainted!
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Despair.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
Yeah?
So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right?
Yeah.
And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom, with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
Wow, this is way deeper
That's
than
what those
I thought it would
photos
be.
reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Okay. The ultimate despair, all mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay.
Back to when everyone first came to this school.
Yep. Yep.
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
Huh.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
There are other people here?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it.
That's you, right?
I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
I mean, yeah, look at the...
You have a
thing.
point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
in other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
How? Wow.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once!
Okay.
So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter!
That's why everything's...
I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
No. The one who turned Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolated us here. Junko, the headmaster, the prime minister. The headmaster?
I got it!
Let's
Could
go!
only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
That's why we were like, okay, yeah, totally, let's...
That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
What did the mastermind do to show everyone in the outside world? That was... he broadcast it. He broadcast it. Oh, Hangman's Gambit. This is... hijack. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Now I understand! You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair! When I said climax, that was what I was talking about!
Oh, nice.
The world watched as
How
you
humble.
fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to
Killed
thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take?
Mental.
You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
I'm sure anyone would be upset.
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Yeah.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
The truth full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it! We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already! So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it.
How sweet.
No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
I mean...
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Well, come on, Mako.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
Oh, come on.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner! It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
Did you?
What do you mean?
Okay.
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya?
What?
Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished.
What?
If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
It's
So we
okay.
just all have to vote
Nobody
to
would
punish
actually
despair.
vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh,
I mean,
let me just mention
would.
one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Ouch.
You mean, we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
I mean,
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
alright, I'm punishing Hope.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed!
Yeah, you might as well just end your life, you know?
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb!
Oh,
Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The
Yeah.
audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all!
exactly. You
So,
gotta make it more
here's what'll
interesting.
happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
I don't know about like that.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
Whoa!
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
What did
So
I
let
do?
me make
I
this
just
clear.
see the tree.
Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
What?
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
Why? I literally, they're gonna.
What I'm
vote for
saying is,
Hope.
if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Why me? Sacrifice me for that?
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, because there's an obvious right answer. Like, who's not gonna choose to punish Hope?
That's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Oh.
Guys?
Oh.
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Is Makoto actually gonna
Besides,
die now?
Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
Oh.
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The
is
least
so
you can
bad.
do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
So bad.
Kyoko!
One person's
Aw.
despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
Literally everyone who wouldn't vote for Punish Despair. I don't want to see
No
Makoto
one.
die.
Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
Is this natural, Junko, I feel like?
Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid life!
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. It's not really living at all. Oh shoot, we're still doing this? Make your argument. Okay. Oh my god. Locker pocketbook. Group photo. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster. Headmaster's e-handbook. Locker notebook.
We won't give up!
This is a lot of stuff.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
Well, wait.
that would be
It
the
said
end
hope.
of Hope's Peak Academy.
It said hope. I think I need to take that.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
I know what I have to do. 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 My own hope.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
I'm gonna
If
shoot
I were
all
to
of
die,
them.
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to
come
live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do
It's
we?
easy when you're not the one who's gonna
I want to
die.
keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
I can't believe this idiot lived.
So that's why. That's why,
You won't give in.
no matter what,
Yes.
I need to get out of here.
Yes.
The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Yes.
We won't give up!
I need to consume it again.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided to have faith in
Oh,
myself.
this is so cool.
By the way, the only reason we're
is thanks to the air purifier.
Don't lose hope now!
I've been thinking about all this,
Come on.
and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
She wouldn't give in.
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Probably.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We
Yes.
won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided
By the way,
The air. The only reason we're okay is thanks to the air purifiers and the physics.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
I feel like we're all gonna die
The
though.
purify. In other words, as soon as the communal life you've all been living will come.
Meh.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now!
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
Yeah.
Actually,
she
I
did
may
say
not look
though.
like it, but I always hated school.
Oh.
Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
Just.
We won't
you're
give
just
up!
Gonna choose whatever he says.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die. In other words, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death.
Come on.
Don't lose hope now!
Yeah.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Oh.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Yay!
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind.
Oh, yay!
Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
That's nice.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
You gotta reproduce or something.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to
Go.
die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die. In other words, the communal life you've all.
I can keep on living.
All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die?
Come on, Kyoko.
Don't lose hope now!
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here.
Yeah.
I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand?
Watch us leave and then we all die anyway.
Could it be that...
It
No,
really is the
never
end of
mind.
the world.
So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope.
Aw,
What do you think?
that's so cute.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool. So unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
You're being outnumbered. Look what I did. All I said was don't give up. Apparently that works. I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. You still... Oh, moment of truth. Hold up. I don't remember the controls, so now I have to look. This is it! We're here! We're at the end!
You suck. What do you want?
So uncool! You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
Everything is pointless!
Suffer from
tempo
despair.
I just love despair!
Final strike!
Despair into
Get
tomorrow.
back!
Hope keeps on going.
That was so good! I am amazing!
I refuse to give
I
up.
did so good right there.
refuse to
Holy
get bored.
crap.
I refuse to throw it all away.
I got so good. Too bad it's the
I
end.
refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
I like how he's the ultimate
What's
hope.
going on?
What's happening?
You're gonna have to kill yourself. Yay! We did it! Oh my gosh, it's gonna be over! Ah! Yay!
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Yes!
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Yes! Pull the lever! Junko! Yay!
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way!
Well, that's just...
It can't be. You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just...
Wonderful.
totally the best!
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to the school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for
And
it.
now I...
Come this far and fail at the very end.
True
The most
despair.
utterly ultimate despair. What are you
And
talking
now
about? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately, this once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's my very first and last colossal despair. To have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my
True
dreams.
despair.
Hopelessly happy.
Huh?
Is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So you're prepared to admit just You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me
Let me
repeat
tell you this
myself.
right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone.
hey,
You said that despair is contagious as contagious as any disease.
however,
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it! I hate those faces you're making. See, those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine,
Shut up,
it's
shut up.
fine.
That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in life, so...
Don't get in my way!
Oh, okay. Oh, stop her. But when she says poo, it doesn't really sound right.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful.
Oh,
Even a
jeez.
10th of this despair. Even a 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair.
Okay. You are insane.
I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this.
Alright.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
She got the crazy eyes. Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, she's walking with Monokuma. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. Do I not get to watch? I don't get to watch? I wanted to see how she dies. The end. Chapter 6. Oh. Oh, the Monokuma hair ties. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said, they shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Oh. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue. Is there still more? I thought we were over. Oh, yep. Just them. That's all that's left. We all left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door and nobody made a sound. It felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end... Oh, here we are.
Hey,
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. In the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
Is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I will force you out, she said, just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
You never know, maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
it's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess that's true. Nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him up so far up. Oh. Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? That means me and Master can get married? Jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
but
If what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still
for
thinks
serious.
maybe when we get out of here, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. I doubt it. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike the school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be despair, some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
in other words,
The act of searching for hope to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out here who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I will help you. Yeah, I'll help you too.
You got it!
Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
What are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts.
Okay.
Make donuts. I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll grow some wheat. Ah, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
Reach the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro's life story is about to begin.
Whoa!
Thanks, Hina. You totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped into despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out of there and do something, have some sort of impact. Okay, but what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small, so what can we do? No, we probably can't. We can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything. Let's go!
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
And Mondo, and Chihiro, and Taka, and all my best friends that I had to lose in this.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Oh.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
Aw.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing.
Yeah.
I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I
Aw.
can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
I mean, I guess. Press the button. It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. I'm gonna keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. Press the button. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands, hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Oh. What? Oh. 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 What's going on out there? What's going on? What? What? Are you kidding me? That can't be the end. You're not even gonna like... You're not even gonna show what happened. Are you kidding me? Oh. What happened?
Interesting.
Huh?
Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's
Headmaster.
headmaster.
Oh gosh. We got an Easter egg present. Yay. Oh my gosh. That's the end. Oh, I'm I'm kind of sad now. But, thankfully, this isn't actually the end, I guess, because obviously we all saw that. I'm a little upset we didn't get to see Junko's execution if she did die. Obviously, Monokuma is still running, so that's weird, but I'm kind of upset we didn't get to see what actually happened. But, I mean, there are multiple more Danganronpa games that I do plan to play, so it's only the end for now. Thank you for watching all the way through if you did. It was a lot of fun. But, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!